So welcome everybody to tonight's call. So freaking excited about this call all about to be mindset, and I'm so excited about Sarah because she volunteered to educate us, and I'm so excited to learn from her and to dive into this. And first off, I just want to say congratulations to our entire team for having like the most epic April ever, and then kicking today off with 1 star, qualifying for 2 and 3 star next week. Like, it's freaking amazing, like on fire right now. And I can't believe it. I'm so excited. And corporate messaged us today, and Jake was like, you guys have no idea what you're about to do, which was so awesome and exciting. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, that you are all on fire, and it's going to be an epic May, especially with this launch, because it is the biggest launch in Beachbody history. It put 21 Day Fix to shame, which is outrageous, and people need this. So I'm going to hand it over to Sarah so she can teach us, and I'm got my pen and paper down, and I'm so excited to learn. So Sarah, I'm going to mute myself and
Perfect. So I am super excited. I've been trying to dive into this program since I think it was like Saturday or Sunday and just learn as much as I can because right now for me, like this is like a godsend. It's exactly what I need. And the really crazy thing about this program is the more that you learn about it, the more you realize every single person in your life can 100% benefit from this program. Um, it really doesn't matter if you're a guy, a girl, whatever, you can benefit from this. And there is going to be some point in your life where you've really had a struggle with food and just with your relationship to food. So this whole program and why people are loving it is because it doesn't require working out. This is getting down to like the nitty gritty, truly hard part about seeing your results, which is your nutrition. And like honestly, you can't out train a bad diet, and you can say that a million times, and it's so hard to get through your head. And it's true though. So doing this program, Alana is strictly showing us how to change our whole mindset towards food, how to create a healthy, nurturing relationship with food where we eat a lot of food without starving ourselves. All of us are so familiar with the pointers, so like this is going to be a big change because all of a sudden we don't get containers anymore and we're just dishing out food, and that's gonna feel scary, but at the same time it's gonna be a little bit freeing and it's gonna be relieving. So this is a video-based program, which is really cool because stop watching Netflix and throw on some of these educational videos, and like, you know, everyone's got time for that, right? Like these videos aren't long. Most of them are ranging between 3 minutes and 30 minutes is I think the longest one. So like they're super easy to fit into any schedule at all. And she said that there's no timeline. So I think that's really cool too, because what she's been explaining is you can't just watch one video and expect to have it mastered the next day. You have to practice it. And it's just like when Autumn teaches you how to do a Turkish get up. You don't do it the first time well at all, right? Like it takes practice, and you have to really give it your all. And once you kind of master that one move, then you can go on to the next video, and then you learn more about the next topic. So, oh my gosh, I think there's 26 videos that are all about like tutorials. So this goes straight from how to set up your kitchen properly, how to grocery shop, where she like legit takes you into the grocery store and down every single aisle, which I think is amazing because that can be such a stressful time for most people. And I think that's where a lot of people just struggle because something says maybe like low fat, low calorie, and you're like, oh, I'm on it, like that's good. And she's just going to show you like how to make better choices and really like what to be putting in your cart that's going to fuel you and make you feel good and help that scale come down. So there's all of those kind of videos, and then there's videos on how to create that positive mindset, because be honest, you don't wake up with it. You're going to have to choose to make that change and become positive. And she's going to help you get through that. She's going to give tips and tricks. And I made notes because I'm going to forget things. So if I keep looking down, she's going to go through everything that's included. And this is really cool because I've already watched a couple of the videos. So I just watched this one about what's included. So you have, it's called a go-to guide, which is giving you like a summary of all of your videos. So it's not a reason to not watch the video because the video will have more information. This is a go-to guide you can carry around and maybe take it to the grocery store to kind of reflect back on some of those tips. You know, just stash it in your purse. And it's like a reference guide, so that's super helpful. You're gonna get like a really cool water bottle, and it's actually like a 30-ounce water bottle because the biggest catchphrase of this program is water first, veggies most. So I think that's nice, and honestly, nobody has enough water bottles, so you'll love it. And then there's also going to be a recipe book in there. So I forget how many videos, but there's a whole bunch of videos that are all about the recipes, and she's actually going to like go through, she's going to show you how to make zoodles and some of those crazy things you hear about like that are on Pinterest, and she's going to make them like easy and fun that like anyone can do even if you don't know how to cook. Super cool. So you actually have a recipe book that will come with that too. And there's also a tracker that's going to be involved. So there is an app coming out for this program, and it's going to be released in June. And as far as I know, that's just for iOS. It's not for Android yet. But you're going to get an actual hard book tracker. So you're going to be able to write down all your food. You're going to be able to write down your weight, how it made you feel, everything else. And then you can actually go and on every video, when you click on it, there's PDF printables. So if you need anything until like maybe your package comes in, you can print off all of these PDF files. So that's super cool too. And there's a lot of resources included with the videos. And that's kind of the next big thing I wanted to talk about is she's got like her 2 B's, I guess, like bunny ears. Water first, veggies most is one. The scale is one. And the tracker is one. And I'm not going to lie, I forget one of the other B's, but that's okay. We're going to learn, right? The scale though, this one freaked me right out, like completely, because I legit haven't stepped on the scale since February 11th this year, because I've been totally freaked out about it. And numbers scare me, and that's just being honest, right? Like nobody, unless you know your numbers are going down, you probably don't want to step on the scale. So this is going to create like a healthy relationship with the scale, and it's going to show you that like it's not negative. It's not defining you. These numbers don't have any actual meaning to who you are or what you're doing or who you're becoming. These numbers are simply a tracking process, just like the actual tracker you're going to get, and it's just a way to stay accountable to your journey. So I think like when you set up your challenge group, this is going to be something that you are going to have to do a video about, and you're really going to have to talk about, because nobody likes the scale. And I think like most of us have heard like throw the scale away, don't listen to the scale, get rid of it. And this is where she's also talking about being really open-minded. So you have to be open-minded to the concept that you are stepping on the scale. I think it's daily or it's at least weekly. So it's a lot. But by tracking your food every day and then stepping on that scale, she's teaching you how you can find out what food works with your body, what food makes you bloated. And like, I mean, you're going to have days where like you are going to fluctuate a little bit anyway, because that's life. But this is how you can customize your own, it's not really a meal plan, but your own food guide, I guess. Your own way to know what food works with your body, because everyone is so, so different. So you have to make sure you go and have a scale. I hid mine, so I'm going to have to go and dig it out, to be honest. So exercise is not required, but it is kind of encouraged. And this was cool because this was in Carl Deichler's call the other night. And he said you just really want to still make sure that hopefully you have some challengers in your group that are still doing some BOD programs, because you don't want to just have people do this nutrition program and then kind of leave you. Like, you want to create a relationship with them, and then as they get feeling better and maybe see some weight come off and gain that energy, you want to encourage them to maybe do some workouts just to keep that momentum going and get feeling better and better. And like, I think most people are actually going to want to work out after they do this for a little bit and start to get that kind of like a energy high again and just start getting more comfortable in their skin. One thing that she talked about is some people are wondering if kids can go on this program because it's just a nutrition program. And definitely it's not recommended for the kid to go on the program. What's recommended is for the parent to do the program and just kind of show the children what these healthy changes can do for them without making it seem like you are on a plan, you're on a program, you need to lose weight. You really want it to be positive, and you want it to just be like a monkey see, monkey do kind of idea, that by you setting that example, your children are going to follow, and then you're doing it together. So it just becomes a really positive experience, and it just becomes like, it makes food fun for your kids. And I love this idea because for me, like, food has been terrifying since I was 6 years old. I relate with Alana so much. So it's just, I think that's a really good thing to know. One thing that's touched on too, this program is going to cover emotional eating and like overeating or like binge eating, but you do really want to talk with people. And if they legit have an eating disorder, they might need a little bit more help, or they might need to really be talking to like a nutritional therapist a bit more. This isn't a program to solve all of the mental aspects of some of these eating issues. So you just want to be a little careful there. And if someone does kind of approach you and say like that they have really struggled, or maybe they've been like hospitalized, this might be something that they just need to get like the next level of help for. But it's a really, really great program for majority of us who just kind of eat your feelings or stress eat or just struggle with the overeating issue. Personal development. So I think that this one's really cool, and this is just my own personal idea, is I think with a program like this, it is such a great way for you to really dive in and encourage personal development. Like books like The Goddess Revolution, Mastering Your Mean Girl, and like Lori Harder podcast. And you'll find too that like you've noticed when you started doing personal development, you wanted to know more about coaching and you wanted to get more involved. And I think that that's going to be a really good way to bridge the gap with getting some challengers to maybe become coaches. And let's be honest, if you're working on emotional eating, you need to be diving into more personal development because you have issues that you need to kind of bring out and air out and really work on. So I think that's going to be really, really important to try and just stress to everybody in your groups as well. And yeah, so the biggest thing, even that she touched about, which I really, really do like, is like every other program, it says trust the process. So once again, you have to trust the process. You have to trust that stepping on that scale is not scary. It's not demeaning. It's a positive reinforcement every day, and it's learning about yourself every single day. And you just have to have this open mind that you need to change because you obviously are not happy where you are right now. Like that's why you signed up for this. That's why you wanted to do this nutrition program, because you are craving a change so bad that you just know you have to do something. And sometimes you want to just do anything to make that change. But as soon as you start sharing some of these videos about Alana and just talking about her past experience, like you're going to find that like that's going to really attract people quickly because she's so honest and open. And I think that that's a really good time for you as well to really give your own experience and be a little bit more open. And whether or not that's like when you were in university and you had to stay up all night studying so that you were eating chips just to kind of like mindlessly stay awake or something, or you just took comfort after a breakup with a pail of ice cream or whatever it is, you have a story and that story is going to relate to somebody else. So I think it's really, really important. And most people too, like that I've been talking to lately, like they're really embarrassed to talk about how hard eating is right now with them. They're really embarrassed or seem very like discouraged with themselves, and they feel bad about themselves because they feel like they can't control it or that they feel overwhelmed. So when you can kind of find a common ground, they're going to feel like you're on the same level and that you have a connection right away, and they're going to open up to you a little bit more, I think. And I think just being really, really honest with people that like you're in the same boat because you guys are doing this program too, right? So you want the same things that they want. And I think just really making sure that you reach out to them with honesty is going to really help you make that connection. So I hope that helped.
I have like a full page of notes, and you guys, I just like Sarah said, like this is going to help so many people. And like for myself, biggest emotional eater ever. I've learned it from habit, seeing people become emotional eaters. And I'm the person who like hides food in my vehicle, like takeout and shit like that. Like the worst, like felt bad, I'm going to eat and stuff like that. And for myself personally, I dove into 80-Day Obsession to really help with that stuff. And that was like such a huge mind switch for me. I was like, okay, focus on nutrition. That was my game plan for 80-Day Obsession. I know how to exercise, but that was my game plan. But now having this informational piece and learning like stuff that like I don't even know yet that's going to help me is going to be massive. And every single person, you guys, like I made a poll yesterday about this program, and I had 38 people comment that they, or like voted on it, that they wanted to know more about this. And I had more people comment on posts being like, yes, give me information and I'm interested. And even if they don't get Shakeology with it, you guys, giving people this information is going to just be massive. Like you all can name probably, like Sarah said, 10 people you know that are emotional eaters or have bad food habits, or everybody is searching for information on how to eat. And with so much garbage out there with wraps, and like I have someone right now who is promoting garbage and is messaging me being like, what's this to be mindset about? And I'm like, thank the Lord, let's educate people, right? Like, and that's the cool thing is they're not pushing supplements on this. They're literally like, here's fruits and vegetables, here's proteins, this is what you do with it. This is how to set up your plate, how to set up the kitchen, like how to grocery shop. Like it's going to be awesome, you guys. Does anybody have questions for Sarah or myself that I can attempt to answer? Or else if you have questions, we will answer, or we will post them in the team page when we do find an answer.
I have a question. How do you guys plan on running a nutrition group? Because I'm like, I don't fucking know. And I just swore in a recording, so that's great.
That's okay. I think I swore as well. Okay, first thing, breaking news. Team Be Fit and Team Boomerang Wellness are coming together for forces for a challenge group. It is going to be massively awesome. Marie is like huge into nutrition, and same thing as like Sarah, like this is their like
Jam.
epicness. Yeah. And we will be running a group. Our To Be Mindset Challenge group will be June 4th. So that's when we're going to kick it off, and it's going to be kind of like a giant community. We're going to have all of the information in there. Of course, Beachbody is going to come out with like they already have it in the product tools. You guys can go check out. It's all the coaching posts for challenge groups. That's already set up. So of course we'll be having that stuff, and any information we learn from the coach test group we'll be putting in there. That's what I've been doing with 80 Day Obsession. So starting June 4th, you guys will plug people into, or we'll start on June 4th, but from now until then, we'll be plugging people in. I think next week we will open up that group as a holding place for people, and then June 4th really kick it off. So that's what you guys are going to invite to, so we can take the pressure off you guys from running an actual nutrition program, I guess. That's so great. I'm just trying to see here. I want to talk about it. Oh, you're so adorable. But yeah, so June 4th, we have that group all locked down for everybody.
How long?
It's going to be ongoing forever.
Okay.
Yep. So no end date to these programs, you guys, and you'll be able to add people into this group forever, or like until you feel comfortable on running your own kind of group or whatever you feel like doing. But we'll be running it probably for the summer, and then it'll just be a place that we're going to hold all of the information for To Be Mindset, and people will see stuff, and it's just we think it'll be a great community aspect to toss a bunch of people into that. And I think a lot of knowledge will be shared in there. Also, you guys, I've been posting in the file section on our BFit team page. The file section, I have a whole To Be Mindset file going. Any information you guys find, toss onto that file, as well as there is the To Be informational group. Tons of stuff in there. It's been super overwhelming for me. So tomorrow it's kind of my game plan to start picking away at that group. And while Sarah has been talking, I came up with the idea of having a free information group, kind of how we did for 80 Day Obsession before the 80 Day Obsession launch. Little late on this, I know, but we'll have a free group, whether it's this weekend or we launch it on Monday or something like that. And it'll be a free group for people who want information about To Be Mindset. And they can see everything there, and then they can pick their package, and then we can say order by Wednesday. And that way we kind of get that flood of people again. And when they sign up as a coach, you guys, they'll also be added into Alana's test group. And that's going to be massive for people. They don't, of course, we'll say don't have to sell anything, but it's going to be massive for people.
I'm setting up a test group or like an information group tomorrow. Do you want me to just make you guys admins, and then we could just everyone freaking post in that? Because that's my plan tomorrow anyway.
Yep. 100% I'm game for that.
Because it just seems like the one that Virginia had was really good. It just seems really big, and I think people get overwhelmed.
Yeah, there's like
that big.
There's like 700 people in that, and it just like freaked me the F out. Like I got into that one late, and I just like looked at it. And everything's there. So I think if we have like a small, tight-knit community, it'll be good. And we can post information there. And why don't we, so you're opening that up tomorrow, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
I can you guys admins, and then we can all just start posting. I was honestly just going to take a whole bunch of stuff from that main group and put it in there and just kind of copy. Because I have a lot of people that are just interested in want more info, and it's just, instead of saying the same thing a million times, I just think a fun group.
That's perfect. Yep. And I think, if we say order by, contact your coach by Wednesday the 9th or whatever, and this wave for this weekend, you guys, we can get as many people signed up as possible by Wednesday. And then of course you can always keep talking to people. Like the 80 Day Obsession challenge packs, how I was getting people to be here's option 1 and here's option 2. I spent time right before this call and made an option 1 and an option 2 as well, what I'm going to write up for everybody. I copied and pasted that and put it on that file. So you guys can just save that into your notes. And anytime anybody asks you questions about stuff, pricing and anything like that, after you figure out their goals and stuff like that, of course, and talk to them, copy and paste all of that and throw it at them. And then of course they'll be like, oh, Beachbody on demand. And it's a wild deal right now. I looked at the price today and
$49.
It's insane.
So cheap.
And like you can get, it's Shakeology bod plus this for like what is it here? It's something
$235.
Yeah, $235. What? Like that?
Beachbody like $49 basically.
Yeah.
Compared like when they all go up. Like it's all of this is so cheap. I'm just having a hard time getting people to drink Shakeology.
Yeah, and honestly, I was talking to a girl like right before this call, and she is drinking Popeyes, like their stuff that they've decided to make as Shakeology, which a guy tried to sell me once, and I laughed in his face. But she's currently drinking that, and I just said, you know what? Like, you don't have to have Shakeology, but I think with this program, you guys, they're going to learn so much about nutrition that people aren't going to put shit into their bodies anymore. And I think that's going to be massive. And then it's going to take such a stigma away from Shakeology, and people are going to learn and educate, especially because she is behind Shakeology so much.
I see Kaylee just said too that she mentioned to someone about how amazing the price is compared to seeing Ilana at her practice, which is $300 an hour. Or also like compared to going to see you can also just say like a nutritionist. Like chances are your Blue Cross or whatever would not cover you going to see a registered dietitian. So like you'd have to pay out of pocket per hour for that. So that's also a good way to put that into perspective for people.
Yeah. And guys, that and for the fitness side of things, as a personal trainer, I charge $55 an hour. That's for one session. That's half of their bod, over half of their bod for an entire year with professional. I mean, I was a professional, but like professional trainers, right? Like, guys, $55 an hour. Like, and I mean, that still didn't do much, but yeah, like comparing that, I posted, I think I just added that to the file. It was part of one of Jin's write-ups that talks about what it is cost Alana, like per hour, per nutrition package, everything like that. And people are just like getting an outrageous deal.
I think one thing too, because you even said like you got your mom to sign up today, and I'm going to try and get my mom to sign up as well. So we have to remember that we actually have to talk to a completely different crowd than maybe like our normal crowd has been, because this program reaches like every single person. So like if there's anybody who's got like knee surgery or anything like in their 40s, 50s and can't like even really walk or anything, like this is still so good. So like it just, I don't know, for me that's one thing, is to remember that like I need to try and reach way more people than what my normal kind of target is, because
completely.
Like, I think there's going to be a lot of women that want this that are a little older.
Yep. And injuries was a good thing. Older demographic as well, you guys, is you can probably name about 6 of your friends right now that go to the gym and their body hasn't changed. If anything, they've gained weight since they've been going to the gym because they have no idea how the heck to eat. This is for them, because you're not touching their fitness that they're obsessed about. That isn't working, but you can now teach them about nutrition, and nutrition's the biggest thing. It's the scariest thing because there's so much to learn. Like I took 3 nutrition courses in university, and like still it's outrageous. So there's so much to learn, you guys. So it's going to be incredible. And just
it's all chemistry.
Exactly.
It's basically like a biochem degree once you get into like the higher level of nutrition classes. That's what it is. Yeah, it's biochem.
It's insane, you guys. So, and just even the information that you guys, think how young we are, and the information that we're learning today that we'll be able to use for freaking ever because of that is also mind blowing. Yeah. Anyways,
take a picture really quickly.
Do you like my hair?
There you go. Thanks for holding that for so long.
Right. My computer just froze. Just kidding. Okay, you
God.
guys. Sarah, so freaking proud of you. I'm just so excited. That was a freaking awesome call, and I'm so excited for this group that will kick off tomorrow. Once you get it get it rolling, just post it in the team page, and then everybody can start rocking and rolling. And guys, this is like Success Club points will be like in the hundreds this month. You still have 80-day obsessions. You still have the fitness stuff. Everyone's getting geared up for summer because it's going to be 25 this weekend. People want to be wearing their shorts and they aren't fitting. So you have a nutrition program that's going to be mind-blowing. You have all of the fitness that you have. There is, guys, like minimum Success Club goal, like 20. Like you can easily find 10 people to help this month. Easily 10 people. That's what it is.
We don't get
20
any
people.
points if it's just a kit, right?
Not the base kit, but when it's the challenge pack. So with Shakeology, that's when you guys start getting points, which is wonderful. But yeah, you guys can freaking rock this, and I'm pumped. And I'm so excited to like dive into this so much more tomorrow as well and learn, and I'm excited. So
Woo!
woohoo! Okay, congratulations, Sarah. That was the best freaking call. And I have a page of notes, and I hope you all have an incredible night. And I'm so excited for this.
Go
month.
Jets, go!
Exactly. Time to go watch the Jets.
Woo!
Okay, have an incredible night, you guys, and I will try and get this up and loaded as soon as possible. Okay? Peace and love, you guys.